Alright, God, this one's for you, because you are my only man, my man in heaven, my man who I honor and I love and respect. Some call it the mother, some call it the father. I'm just honored to be a part of you and to let this legacy live on through us as us. And I'm going to create a space so that you can work through me and use me to make some music right now. And I don't really know what's going to come up. I do know that my harp is out of tune. So basically just know that it's a form of meditation for me, if you will, to try to, even though my strings aren't completely perfect, that I will attempt to make them sound really harmonious together. Yes, I am live. Yes, I see all of your commentary. Steven, Sarah, everyone, thank you. Yes, I'm doing very well. If you'd like to be a part of this and send a donation or be any way that might actually enhance the future, you know, more power to you. Just listen to you and what you're being guided to. I'm going to disconnect from the phone for a moment. Yes. Yes, God is like showing me love in all of these very amazing ways that I can't help but be myself. And yeah. I never let this part of me show on like camera ever. So a lot of times I have to use my voice to kind of scare people away because they see my beauty and my smile and my eyes and they always think it's an invitation. No concerns if you can't stay for this live stream. It's possible for you to come back and tune back in at any time, just like all my videos and everything that I've done. I have recently did some amazing artwork that I'm going to try to get up on here. And some of them, they're not going to show my face or anything. You know, you're really going to have to pay attention to really get out of your head and into like some other things that I have like to share with you. But yeah, like let me turn my back on the phone and I'm going to step into myself. I am in my happy place, as many of you know. I'm going to turn the heat up, if you know what I mean. Like I need some heat. But I have to let some go too because it's cold. And like I'm also not trying to like flood. So let me create a good harmonious balance. Just give me a moment to get the water right. And then I'll be able to submit and have a like safe, warm place where I can surrender and be myself in the most comfortable way. I'll be using my breath. Oh. And yeah, I'll be messing with temperature to kind of like also change things. So I'm just here to play. You don't have to judge or like or stay. I'm just here. I'm just a space. You're not mandatory to do anything. Just do it feels good. It's that simple. Okay. I mean, my water would be way better if I had like some Epsom salt, you know, or like if it was ocean water, let's be honest. All right, give me a second. Let me take a dunk and then I'm going to submit and play. I'm going to hold my breath for a minute, so don't like go so crazy, okay? Try to calm yourself through your breath, trying to like bring yourself back to your center. We'll see what happens, okay? Just take care of yourself. One moment. Get some water. I'm literally drinking my bath water. I'm thirsty. I'm drinking it while underwater. It's great. Like, only a few people are really going to get that joke when they connect the dots backwards and see the other videos that I made today, which are going to seem like, you know, because, like, I post them later. Like, yeah. Never mind. Um, So I learned today that it's an honor to go home, like to die, like you earn it, you know, and like it's like a blessing, and like it's the same thing when we eat things, like we. I made another video that had me like doing all the research, and then like the research is like all like you know, like you understand, like I just recorded the camera and just nonstop and just like spoke out loud my thoughts and just like worked through it, and it was like a 40-minute segment of like these deep intricate things, and like yeah, I made like I want to say like 100 little videos that were out of like all these feelings, and I translated them very beautifully to other people, and like I've tried to do it in other videos, but it just wouldn't come out. Let me see if I can submit to the chords, if anything will change. My little girl self really wants to get married in Hawaii, I think, so that's why she played that song. It's an honor to serve God. It's an honor to be yourself. You honor yourself by showing yourselves love and care. Nobody knows what God is because nobody knows what love and care is. Literally, the whole world is being conditioned so you're legally not allowed to touch anybody. You're not even allowed to get intimately close with somebody with your narratives. Like certain words are forbidden. God in me is so sad. It's like sad. Isn't that sad? I mean, wouldn't like if like Earth was your planet and like your children, like would you not be sad that your children just didn't get it? They didn't understand that it was their job to plant seeds and to like consummate with each other and to share and grow, and how like every time they made love, it was an opportunity to make a physical manifestation of that energy. So that way you had to be careful of what energy you were passing back and forth. But still, like, everybody's, like, using each other for, like, their own wants and needs, and nobody really cares, right? Like, there's a lot of people in the comments right now that are, like, barking up my tree narratives, but what are they showing? What are they showing God? Only God is their judge. And they don't understand that all of their suffering is, like, God's presence in their life, because they don't understand epigenetics and genetic memory. And like the way the universe works, the Gaia, the Neuralink. I can see, feel, know, and understand, and I love to be translated and help people see that. And like that part of me like scares people because they don't understand what love is. Like they don't understand that like my joy is like serving my God, my love. Like my love is my joy, my life, like everything that I do. I just got off the telephone with my homegirl Joy. And oh my God, you guys, like this girl, such a blessing, all these things. Like it's so funny when you connect the dots backwards. Like there's been so much healing and so much information. It's just been nearly addicting to further these studies. And like there's some of you that are just so supportive and so loving. It's so hard not to keep going, you know? And sometimes like I really just need to rest and stop working, and I just can't because I feel you. And I live so much outside of myself, like meaning that like I live to serve the whole. But everyone always thinks that I'm living to serve myself, but they don't see that like God is in me, using me to try to get to all of them, trying to show them what love is. And like meanwhile, like they want to like, oh, I'll show you what love is. You know what I mean? Like it's disgusting. My heart is broken. I can barely sing. But I can play chords that say how sad I am. Or I can try to make chords that make me in a happier place. I'm getting nervous, so it's hard to surrender. Let me close my eyes and go back underwater for a minute. This is probably totally destroying my harp, so we're definitely going to need more of these. But I love this harp. It's my first harp. I'm calling her Priscilla. She's like my best friend. Like, I'm so thankful for her helping me love myself and my heart and understand my life and my feelings through like letting me express myself in this way. Oh, how I love her and I love God, which is why it's like, the sound, the noise. All right, I'm going under. I'm so excited for my acupuncturist tomorrow. I can barely like chill. I cannot wait to be with my doctor and to do needlework on my body and be stabbed in these ways. Yes. I understand the body and the points, and like it's like, let me narrate tomorrow on that. Let me go under for now. But we're excited. When I say we, I mean all of my cells and all of my feelings, like everything that is me, all of us. I'm not just like one cell, you know, I'm like a billion cells. So I have like many like selves, you understand? And like there's only certain like levels that people are allowed to see and be with because they haven't behaved or like earned. Like, it's so interesting how all this and how I'm being used right now to translate. But a lot of it comes from you, and like, yeah, the questions you provide and stuff. Like, let me actually tune in. It's so funny how God uses you guys to talk back to me. One second, I'm still reading. Moolah. That's so funny. Your name's Moolah. You see the ridiculousness. Oh, Danielle, I missed you. Okay. So I'm removing my eyes from the telephone because, like, I feel like you guys actually, like, believe it or not, you, like, sometimes I feel like you take me away from my center and away from me being alone with God. So I'm like, get away, like, you're ruining it. God's trying to talk in the silence and express itself through the present moment, and you're like making it all about you instead of like seeing how everything just goes. And then you also won't just let yourself go, you know what I mean? Like, you won't like just do what you want to do, like you're punishing yourself all the time. And I'm just like, why are you doing that? Like, I love you. I don't like seeing you do that to yourself. Like, I love you so much. Like, I love you so much, I have to say, forget you sometimes, you know? Like, I gotta, like, move on. Because, like, it's literally destroying me, watching you destroy yourself in that way. But you have free will. So I always say, if I'm gonna die, then, and I'm gonna have a kid, then I wanna be free. My kid, his name will be free. Free. He will always be free from me and my husband. He will always have free will. And that's why his middle name will be Will. Maybe we'll say William. Okay? And that's a shout out to Willie Benjamin, my stepfather, okay? A lot of people might want to make fun of me because I have like a stepfather that's African American. But they don't understand like heritage and the way family works. And like, they don't understand. They don't understand, and they always want to run away. Isn't that funny? And then I found out, like, the war on the spirit. I was doing on this meditation, and I found out the big war on the spirit. You want to know what it is? It's a joke. It's not a joke, though, and that's the funny part. The war is on who loves each other the most. And they're constantly fighting back and forth, and the way that they love each other is by actually, like, letting one go through suffering while the other one helps the other. Like, it's like this really amazing symbiotic relationship. Like, I can't even explain it. But I have it like written down in some other videos and stuff that's like more simplified. But I guess you can say there's a part of me that's like almost afraid that like I'll never be able to get it to you. You know what I mean? Like, as if like, I don't know. I think like crazy things sometimes, you know, because like you see all these people like who have done great things in the world, and then like how certain people kill those people. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. Can I even be? Like, I'm literally not sure how to be myself because society is like so up my bummy hole, and like everybody's watching you all the time. And then like there's all these other forms of expression of what everything else is around you, so it's so hard to be different sometimes. Though, like, sometimes that's how I show God love, is by, like, surrendering and being like, this is how I want to play in front of you. It's all for you, God. Like, yeah. Like, I want to be a naked little girl running through the Garden of Eden. Like, it's, you understand? It's, like, a beautiful thing. But then, like, everyone, like, wants to ruin it by, like, playing God, if you know what I mean. Like, they want to touch and get involved. But it's funny because, like, God is, like, so distant and not involved. So it's, like, so twisted. It's so twisted. That's why they call me Twisted Trigger. Don't call me that though. I work for JCW now. You guys, can we convince Violent J to pay for my plane so I can come to Hollowicked? Can I be loved by the family in that way? Can I be paid by Psychopathic? Oh my God. Hollowicked! I would love to be there for all those heartbroken juggalos. This song's for you. I can't even, I can't contain, so like, I'll try. All I can do is try. I'm finding comfort in, like, these certain chords. Like, I don't think they're in tune, but, like, there's something about them that I'm drawn to. And then, yeah, I'm, like, called to put in, like, a higher key with it. Everyone has free will, and they always think that they're God's slave. That's why the birth of my child would be so important. His name would be free, because he is free from God, everyone, and everything by being himself. And he has free will all the time to choose to listen to his feelings or to run away from God and to say, forget that feeling, I'm going to do this anyway. And then it gets punished because it learns the hard way because it didn't listen. Wow. Bah! Yeah, man, I'm feeling all these feelings and my heart's all broken. So, like, my heart is broken, you understand? Like, all these feelings. Like, I'm so torn in two. Really. Interesting. Can you hear how sad I am? My song is a song of longing. It's because my soul feels far away from God because it's been punished and put here in purgatory in these constant tribulations and trials of life until I earn my wings and I deserve and I earn to go home. They may kill me, but they've never will take my spirit. I would never, ever take my own life. And it's funny because everyone thinks otherwise, but I wanted to make it very clear and known that I would never hang myself or do anything. I've told that a million times. I would just never do it. Never. There's no telling me I was possessed or anything, but yeah, if you, like, I always just tell you that because if anything is disguised in that way, just know that somebody killed me. Okay? It's like it would have to be like that, you know? My heart And like, who knows how I'm gonna like, God knows. It's kind of what my song's about. 'Cause God, I'm longing for your touch. Be here with me now. In the space contained called time. Excuse me, I'm judging. Can you hear me judging and talking back to God and not like letting it express itself and be itself? I'm fighting it. I'm like, no, stop being so loving. I can't take the love. The love is too much. I'm like, come back, I need more. You know, I always tell God all the time, like, it's so funny because it's like my secret, you know? My harp is also a way that I can talk to God and share my feelings. And kind of how a way it can talk back to me. I know there was a donation and I didn't really acknowledge it. It's not that your money means nothing. I'm pretty sure I saw that. Let me check. But I'm not seeing it. Oh, yeah, it is Danielle. God bless you, girl. You already know. I don't have to sing you praises. You know how special and unique you are. If you don't, check in with me and I'll remind you. Thank you so much, girl, for appreciating what I'm doing. I'm not used to other women supporting me. There's always a man with bad intentions in his hand. But how many actually truly want to hold my hand? Take my wounds as their wounds, as their own, like a pack. We can lick another's wounds if we can let one another close to one another. Huh. I mean, it's not a big secret that Trina Christine Mason really wants a husband. But, like, she's picky, right? Like, it has to feel right. And I'll just know from, like, a look in the eyes and the kiss. It'll just show itself so strongly. When it's ready, of course. So I'm patient, and still until then, I'll sing. Oh. There's a little part of me that just won't sing. Maybe I should tell you that we're at 10% battery now, okay? If you're gonna want me to come back, like, I'd appreciate, like, some type of, like, action, you know, symbolism. A true investment of a desire of my return. Man, isn't Fibonacci and like God and math just everything is just so perfectly designed? It's God, it's magic, it's love. Like, what do you call it? It's amazing. I'm just like I just want to like scream and run around. Like, I just don't even know how to like express what all the contaminants that is inside of me, that is as me, all these feelings like feel like overwhelming. But like, what a blessing it is to have feelings, right? Like, I'm thankful I'm not like a reptoid. Like, I'm like, I'm happy to like have all the feelings. It's just there's such a contrast of like all the different scales of emotion, and it can be kind of exhilarating to like feel all those feelings and to be all those like things. The best is when I come back. When I come back and remember like how unique everything is. I'm like making fun of my own video right now. Like the harp is beautiful, but this girl needs to shut up. I'm like Steve-O all the time to myself. Oh man. God bless Steve-O. I know that everyone makes fun of him and doesn't understand how God is working through him, but God is a comedian. And yeah, Steve-O gets it. I feel like Steve-O really gets it. I love him and his wife, and I would just, I would love to make art with them. Imagine all the time that Lux, like, since she does, like, set setup. I don't know if that's, like, the right way to say it. And, like, I'm definitely always imagining, like, oh my god, dress me up, like, in the hashtag in the manner of Lux, like, set me up, hashtag in the manner of Lux. Like, please, let's play. Show me what's up. I think that she'd be really fun to like interview too, and to like pick her brain. You know what I mean? Be like, who is this chick? I'm like, let's go to Peru and get all the dogs. Please. Can we open up a sanctuary in Peru too? Can we just not have both? There's so many dogs everywhere, and people are just eating them, and just there's all these inappropriate things happening to all of society. It's the same way with all of mankind. Can we just like have a place for all the animals who feel like they're away from God, that they can come, heal, and grow? Like, we'll call this place, like, Trina's Healing Hands of Music. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just making things up. I originally said it would be called Trina Medicine, but I don't want to make it about me, you know? It'd have to be something pretty. Huh. God just talked back to me and said, like, what's not pretty about Trina Medicine? As if Trina wasn't pretty. Like, that's funny. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's only funny because you don't get the joke that, like, I don't see myself like that. Interesting. I have to allow myself to see that. Did you know you pass genetic memory and information just when you touch somebody? So if you touch a tree or if you touch anything, like, you're transferring genetic memory with that. Like, you're basically making love to it. Does that make you feel uncomfortable? That like every girl and every person and everything that you know, you are slightly becoming more of it. And it's best to engage as much as possible. Engage in your environment, show yourself love. But also know the importance of like being alone by yourself with God. Like there's nothing better than that. Than like what I mean obviously all of us being together back in the motherboard, like it's very complicated. Like we're all together right now. And still everyone's like, we're so alone. But merely like we're all like saying we're all alone to each other. And meanwhile we're all together. Isn't it funny? We're all together. It makes me think of it's a movie I really like. It's a romantic movie. It's called P.S. I Love You. And she says, if we're all alone, then we're all together in that too. Alright, I gotta like be alone and think and stuff. I love you. Take care of you.